Hi, this is the kind of program that I just wanted to share something when I was younger. I can still remember the time when my mom was running after us, running after me to be sure, because we swam in the river. Where it was just right after a big flood, and we went there and played in the water. And at the time, I really don't know what if really I'm really a good swimmer, but thanks God, all the time I've been in the river, nothing happened to me. And the funny thing was, I was seeing my mom and some moms of my friends were coming with us. Then right after seeing they were holding something to beat us, then that's the time we try our best to escape from them and run away. And we were running through that green place under the coconut plantation of my grandfather at the time. It was a funny thing to see, because when I was young, I feel like I'm really that a superhero that I think, because I was the eldest among the group. So when my mom would just come to beat me, I was running, and and she's after me. That's so funny, when holding a big stick, long stick to beat me. But right after that, of course, I've got some beatings, and right after that, for sometimes, she would just carry me. We're embracing together because we were both we were both tired, and from that, it's a teary thing to remember because it's really not so funny because you're really exhausted to be running around, and your parents or your mom will be there with you. So funny thing, and I don't like my son or my daughter will be doing this also onto me. And the crazy thing is that it's really funny to look back all those years. That's kind of sad that I know. But when I look around it and seeing the most important aspect of life that I had been when I was younger, I never criticized how bad was the environment. I can say that because at the time it's like it's all supernatural, it's all natural, and it's all undernatural, and it makes this so different because we swam in the river, we played with so many things. Like it's so different from this time because there was no advancement. It's all the primitive way of living at the time, and we just live with vegetables and fish and all. And there was one funny thing one time with my cousin Sonny. We went to go fishing, and I was younger. Of course, as a younger member at the time, we went to this one fish pond of the Gonzales in Florida, where at the time I was thinking why we're taking all this fish. Once you throw your pin and you throw your bait there, it's a fish is coming, and it's so big fishes. And then when a man is coming, we're just hiding on the other side of the road. And I was thinking if it's really legal, why we are doing this. If someone is coming, we just go near the banana tree, and that's it. We're hiding on it. Then we go home with a full pack of fish and our fish net, and it's so funny. That's so illegal. It's very illegal. And we walked by, and there's one kind of spring. I always remember that spring where you can drink and you can swim, and you can be doing your bath and even washing your clothes in that place. I really cherished the time, and that place was so really good, and it's a really great place to stay, great place to go. And we were young, and we were just so happy to be in that place. Remembering also the things with my cousin Sonny, he always come along with us, and we were always invited by him to go somewhere under those big trees, and we were playing an elongated kind of eggs, and finally, without finally knowing what is this kind of egg, we have just during my early age, I never knew that was an egg of a snake. How great was that? Without anything that happened to us, the mother snake will come to kill us or something, to bite us. We never experienced that. And there was one time too, there's the kind of worm. Well, actually, it's a kind of not. It's just coming. It will be a butterfly in the future. But once you take all these things with different colors like green, orange, my favorite color, and green, and a lot brown, and when we're collecting it, finally when we brought it home, my auntie and my uncle and my mother was so scared because it's kind of I don't know what's that. I was so scared about it. And I can still remember my mom. We just go around and she told me to go and get fern. This fern is something like it's green leaves, and we're eating it with fish sauce, and it's really great to eat. Up until now, I really like to eat those things. And then I got one big lift. This lift was as big as my ear, or bigger than my ear, I remember. And I made it just like a trumpet. And I started to blow with a kind of so loud noises. Then my mom with a fern was running, and she was carrying me and escaping from the place. I don't know what was that, what that was really happening, but when we get in and next to our house, she said that there was a snake coming right after hearing those sounds that I was doing. It's so funny. And then there's kind of funny thing too that we do in those places, like some people from San Andres. This is a place just on the backside of my grandfather's plantation, coconut plantation. There's a kind of it's a footsteps. No, it's a foot line where they can people will footway. Call it footway. And from the green grass, as you walk along this place, all these things like become a road, a small road where it's for the feet. So there's a kind of in between. It's a kind of road, a small road, and because you are going and walking in there, no plants will grow in that place. And so what we were doing at the time, we brought shovel and we dug out the soil in that place, and then we were just expecting the kids coming from San Andres walking nearby in our place. When they will be going, they will be trapped till their knees, like it's a kind of digging up until the knees. Then one time, instead of waiting for the kids to come, there was an old lady who came, and it's really funny for the kids, but it's not for the old ladies, and I'm very sorry for that. I'd always cherish that this thing that happened to me when I'll be growing old. So finally, that was really crazy thing that I made in my life, those crazy things. I look at it as something that I've always cherished as a kid factor, and something that I'd always cherish because this is really something that I've never have any chance to go back as a kid. And this is really funny, but it makes me feel wonderful. It makes me feel like I'm pretty sure that I'm in a position to be part of it. Have a good day. I wish you're all good and you laughed as you hear this thing.